I think the MiG-21 was just dethroned 2 hours after it's been confirmed. Ladies and gentlemen, no bullshit. The F-4C Phantom II, the record breaker, has just been confirmed for War Thunder. All the Ameriboos, oil, boom, boom, burger, football, Ford F-150 Raptors. I'm not sponsored, but I would like one. Now, let's not jump to conclusions. We're going to read a little bit about it and see what the F-4C Phantom II is all about. Sorry, that F-4C kind of got my brain like, what? But we haven't experienced this in a patch, 2 patches, or maybe, just bear with me. The last head-to-head competition that we had was F-100 versus MiG-19. The patch after that or so, it was just T2 running recklessly around the battlefield. Now we have a head-to-head, at least speed-wise, competition. But I have a feeling that the F4 is just going to be better. Now, let's not jump to conclusions. I haven't read this yet. Okay, so we're getting the F-4C Phantom II, the record breaker. It looks like it, dude. The F4 can carry a ton of ordnance. Okay, we can already see that, but we all know the F4 could do that. All right, let's read. The F-4 Phantom is a well-known American all-weather supersonic jet interceptor and fighter bomber developed by McDonnell Douglas Aircraft or McDonnell Aircraft Company during the 1950s. In the upcoming update 1.91 Night Vision, pilots in War Thunder may look forward to having the chance to sit behind the virtual controls of one of the most recognizable and no less powerful jet aircraft of the 20th century. Yeah, you don't say. So it's rank 8 for some. I'm just kidding. It's rank 6. Pros, top speed over Mach 2. Perfect climb. Do you want to just... Here, War Thunder. Here's the knife. Here's my heart. Just put it in there. Deadliest and heavy... Oh, no. This thing is going to be deadly in Tank RB. Not for multiple targets, maybe, but it will get to the battle area quick. It will be able to carpet bomb extremely quick. And with some other type of ordnance, looks like some bullpups or something like that. This is going to be a good ground striker and a really good fighter. Okay, this War Thunder, this is unnecessary. You don't have to say perfect climb. What is the F4 Phantom? Okay, going on Google. After a little bit of research, I found out that an F4, a version that we're not getting, the F4E, has a climb rate of 210 meters a second. Now, the version that we're getting, the F4C, I couldn't find a number, but the F4E has a different engine than the F4C. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Yes. The F4C has the J79 GE15 engines, and the F4E has the J79 GE17A. So I don't know how much more thrust the 17As made over the 15, but we can assume that the J79 GE15s that are attached to this F4, or almost said F4UC, this F4C are kind of close to 210 meters a second, maybe 190, maybe it's 200, maybe it's 210 meters a second. This really does hurt War Thunder. Really does. Okay, reading on. In War Thunder, the F-4C Phantom II will be the first aircraft coming to the game capable of surpassing speeds twice that of sound. Wait a second. I don't really know what they mean by that because the MiG-21 can go twice the speed of sound, but maybe this was supposed to be out first. I don't really know. Also, or continuing reading on, will also be among, if not the most heavily armed machine of its class in the game, thanks to the sheer number and variety of its weapon loadouts. That's fantastic, War Thunder. There's also other vehicles in game that had a variety of weapon loadouts. Can we see those as well? But I digress. One of the first things that made the F-4 Phantom II stand out from contemporary and indeed upcoming aircraft design was its outstanding flight performance. Namely, the F-4C could reach a maximum top speed of 2,350 kilometers an hour at an altitude of 11,000 meters. Okay, this is where this plane is that much better. Okay, here's the MiG-21. Let's go to its speed at altitude. So in up to 22, that means like it probably won't get there. At 13 kilometers, so 13,000 meters. So the F-4 Phantom C can do it better at a lower altitude, while still managing to get up to more than a respectable 1,360 kilometers an hour, Mach 1.1 at sea level. Let's look at the MiG-21. Okay, 1,300 near the ground. Okay, hang on. Let's just compare that real quick. Yeah, rest in peace, MiG-21. And I have a feeling that the F-4, just by its design, is going to be able to turn better. All right. As such, the Phantom will become one of the first aircrafts in... Okay, yeah. Okay, one of the first. While this ability will certainly allow pilots to explore, develop, and take advantage of new tactics and strategies for aerial combat, it's also worth noting that the F-4C can only reach such high speeds, altitudes, and more importantly, only with little to no ordnance on board. So oh my gosh, guys, look at this picture. Multiple gun pods. So I wonder what happens if it takes a missile load. It looks like it can take 4 missiles from the first picture. 1, 2, 3, 4 with some unguided bombs as well. We'll have to wait and see about that. But in a dive with its engines, I don't really know if it's going to matter too much. Okay, we'll read the last paragraph here and talk a little bit more about the F-4C. Speaking of onboard ordnance, there is a double dose of news for War Thunder pilots. First, there is no pre-built directional offensive armament at all. No cannons, no machine guns. Second, the Phantom II carries the greatest payload of different types of armament amongst all fighter aircraft in game. Just listen to this. You know, the person who's writing this right now is extremely excited. Oh, Lord. Just listen to this. Up to 228 Mighty Mouse rockets, or 48 Zuni rockets, or bombs available in sets of 12 750 pounds, 18 500, and 18 250, or 11 1,000 pound bombs? Wait a second. This thing has a bigger bomb load than a B-17. No, yeah, it really does. F-4 Phantom has a bigger bomb load than the B-17. And yes, jumps in technology and types of materials, it's just kind of hard to imagine that. 11 1,000 pound bombs, B-29, it carries 7 less than a B-29. I really wonder if in Air RB, you have 8 of these aircrafts all loaded up with bombs. What could you achieve? But even for tank, dude, this thing is a monster. 11 1,000 pound bombs for a carpet. If you get a nice street and you just... Maybe that was more than 11, but it feels like it was 11. Probably a little bit less. I don't know. They're dead. They are dead. Okay. 3 gun pods. Okay, these are 20 millimeter gun pods, apparently. Or maybe those look like 7.62s. I don't know. But 3 gun pods with rapid fire 20 millimeter Vulcan. Okay, those are a Vulcan. Are available for nailing down light targets or helicopters, and of course missiles. AMG-12B and more devastating AMG-12C bullpups for ground targets. Okay, so in game, we have bullpups already. They're on... Here, let's look at this guy. Modification. We have the AGM-12 bullpups. Very devastating. You hit near a target, they're gonna probably die. What are these new AGM-12C bullpups? Oh, God. It's just a it's a larger version, because this one weighs, or how much explosive mass does it have? 63.5 kilograms. Quoting, the AGM-12C entered U.S. Air Force service in 1965 and carried a 1,000-pound semi-armored piercing warhead. So, this explosive mass warhead is 63.5 kilograms. Now, I don't know how to correlate the explosive mass in that 1,000-pound semi-armored piercing warhead. It's probably not 1,000 pounds of high explosive, but it's definitely a lot more than the AGM-12B 63.5 kilograms of explosive mass. Oh, sorry, fish bed. Good night. Monstrous. I'm trying to think of a downside for the F-4C. I keep wanting to say F-4UC. The F-4C. I mean, we have a con here that says lack of offensive cannons or MGs. Are they going to, when we unlock the F-4U, God darn it, it's so hard, and I'm sorry. When we unlock the F-4C, we're not going to have offensive cannons or MGs. Is that what they're saying? We're going to have missiles. We're going to have the 4 missiles, it looks like. And then we'll unlock the gun pods later. But I think there's a segment down here where it says the F-4C can only reach such high speeds at altitude, and more importantly, only with little to no ordnance on board. And I think they're talking about this gun pod down here. It's going to be interesting to see how much this slows us down and how effective the air-to-air missiles are. Because if this thing starts with no offensive cannon or MGs, it's really easy to dodge air-to-air missiles in this game. But the F-4 Phantom also used the AIM-7 Sparrow, which is a semi-active air-to-air homing missile. And what that pretty much means is that instead of heat, it uses a radar signature that's not fire and forget. You have to keep the target in the blip or the circle. Pretty much you have to keep the target in an area in the HUD, or in War Thunder will probably just be a circle, throughout the duration of the missile track. You can't break line of sight. If they get out of that area, then the missile will lose tracking. So I think the AIM-7 is also confirmed for War Thunder. First radar missile in the game. Fellas, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Again, be safe. Don't do anything stupid. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream day. Tomorrow's Flippity Flop Fly Day. Hope to see you guys there. We'll talk more about this stuff on the stream as well. Fellas, have a great day. Peace out.